Let me know that you're up in the building with me by simply hitting the like button. What's good though? Family, I'm just doing a quick show. Not even a quick show. What is this? A quick one, isn't it? Seeing what's happening with you guys. So, what has been going down? We see that we've got the big boy hitters in the country doing a madness of speakers corner. I just got finished with somebody making mention of the whole speakers corner. Shouts out to man like God Logic doing his thing. Ali Dower. Oh man, I miss the apologetic polemics days, man. I wish I was back in the streets. No, I don't. I'm lying. I'm straight lying. I don't actually miss it. But yeah, man. It's good to see that the community that's dealing with apologetics and polemics, i.e., arguing and debating religious topics, are going ham with one another. It's quite exciting to see. It's quite entertaining as well. So salutes to you guys who are locked into all of that stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm literally just about to head off home, but I thought let me just quickly do a little quick catch up with the family and see what's going on with you guys. So yeah, family, just let me know. Talk to me. What's going on with you guys? I got no haircut, so I'm looking kind of shabby right now. Forgive me. But yeah, talk to me. Talk to me, family. Tell me what's going on. Facts over personalities up in the building. Oh man, I told you you need to invite God Logic. I know. I might reach out to him. Um, yeah, they should be down for another few days anyway. But yeah. I'll see. Actually, let me say something though. Yeah, maybe in it. Maybe. We'll see. I'm pretending like something isn't in the mix right now. Yeah, but maybe in it. Maybe we'll see. I'm not even gonna say anything. I don't want to jinx anything. So we'll see what will be coming up soon. Don't want to say too much though. Um, Okay, Reason Media up in the building. What's good? Yeah, buddy. Okay, so I saw that you guys kind of like the Shaka Ahmos comedic stuff we did the other day. You lot quite like that. I'm happy that you like that information. So yeah, you guys let me know what more do you actually want to see on the channel. Imhotep was good. When's the next comedic show? See, I just said comedic stuff as well. Yeah, yeah. So you guys gotta let me know what would you like to see next on the show in terms of Kemet. I've actually, as I said to you, I've missed doing shows on Kemet, and it's good to actually see you guys are down for the information. So yeah, salute to you guys. Let me just quickly get back. Let me just read these comments and I'll get back to it. Glad your cult of raw book is only 150 pages. I'm making time. Trust me. Callum, did you talk to Shaka? No, I didn't talk to Shaka, Um, that's a good thing. I didn't. So, Cal, why are you not reaching out to people? Why are you not reaching out to people? I should be reaching out to people, yeah? Forgive me. Maybe I need a PA. I need a PA. I need a personal assistant to actually do those things, yeah? Again, forgive me. Like, if you guys know how busy I am, you would know the reason why I'm not actually reaching out to a lot of people. And I'm just doing shows like this on the fly, like little quick live posts and stuff like that. It's just literally when I have time to do something, I literally do it. So forgive me for not doing, but I only got time to do it when I have time. So if you guys would love to jump on my wave, yeah, and say, yo, Cal, I would love to schedule people on to Titans TV for you, yeah, like let's do that. I'll create a calendarly. I'll show you all my free times and then book or reach out to these people and tell them Callum is free during this time for this week. Book your slot, like book your time to get an interview with him. Like do something for me like that. That would help me out greatly. Okay. Yeah, that would help me out greatly. Unfortunately, I'll be real with you. Titans TV isn't main um my main focus. So like I'm lacking and slacking there. And forgive me for doing that, okay? Forgive me. I know I've built this up. We've built it over how many years, yeah? We're over 60,000 subscribers. But yeah, I am not being active. Yeah, I'm not putting as much time, effort, and attention into it that it deserves. Forgive me, but Forgive me, I just don't have the time as I used to. Okay, let's see. Working on an Abrahamic Heliopolitan connection presentation for you. Jeez. I personally think you can find that, you know. I think you can. Um, you can. I think you can. Um, but I want to know, like, what time frame are you going to jump into? Because you know me, I like history, so I like it being historically proven. So let me know what time frame you're thinking. Because obviously, like Jewish people or Judaic people have been in Kemet for a long time, a long period of time, and in different sections or areas from Upper Egypt to Lower Egypt, and they've had an influence on the culture, and the culture has an influence on them. So it's like it's very interesting. And then I would just like to know, like, which point in history are you jumping in from? Okay, cool. How's I don't know. I don't know, you know, how Gary is, you know. And East is a black intellect. I don't even know, man. Don't even know. Oh no, man. Oh no. But I love both brothers. I love Issa the black intellect a little bit more. 'Cause that's my guy. I love him, man. So I don't know. Okay. 2100 BC. Hey, you are pushing some numbers there, you know. Jeez. Okay, you practiced alchemy for the last 6 years. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Um, yeah. Let me think. Let me think of something. See, I make a distinction though, because let me put it like this. I belong to like several different orders, yeah? You know? Yee-ho, 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 yee-ho. Who keeps the aliens on the wraps? Who did dun? We do. We do. Okay, cool. And they're like one of them is definitely heavily ancient Egyptian influenced. Okay. And they claim to have a tradition dating back to like, you know, the ancient of times. And I think to myself, like, I like to be critical. So even like my own traditional mystical order um, that I'm part of, I'm very critical of their stuff too. You know, I'm very critical. But they even encourage you to be a walking question mark. They literally encourage you be a walking question mark. And I don't particularly think that their tradition goes all the way back to ancient Egypt, and I don't think that their practices are technically Kemetic by origins. No, 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 no ways there. No ways there. So when I even think about like for myself debating or conversating with certain Kemetic practitioners, yeah, I just think like your stuff ain't even real, man. Like that. I could admit my own tradition, yeah, that or one of the orders that I'm part of. I know it's not even that real. But then people get in their feelings and get emotional for actually critiquing them. It's wild, you know. Like I could admit to my own self, but yeah, other people can't admit to their own self this. Anyways, sorry, that was just a side note. I don't know why I was thinking that, but yeah, side note. Let's see. Sad intellect. Okay, I got almost for you and Gabs to try and tell me if it's up to scratch. Jeez. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Say less. I'm down. I'm down. Are you in? Are you based in the UK or US? And then also, yeah, I was wondering, would you guys like to see, in terms of critiques, right? Would you guys like to see me critique Jabari? Because I think you guys like, you know, like a comedic going after a comedic like that. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try something like that for you guys. But I just don't know. You all have to pull up a video because I don't have time to go through. Or just pull up a video that has a point. Make my life easy for me. Pull up a video that my good brother Jabari is arguing a point, and hopefully I can disagree with it. If I can't disagree with it, I tell you I can't disagree. Because more times when I listen to Jabari, I'm like, yep, you're on point. So, but yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Obviously, I'll tell you from now what I definitely do disagree with. I think I disagree with his Christian stuff. Yeah, his Christian stuff. I know. Like when he's in his comedic bag, he's good. When he's trying to make the connection between Kemet and Christianity, I'm like, nah, you're a bit off with that. So let me know what you would like me to critique Brother Jabari on that. And again, I'm welcoming brothers and sisters to critique me, right? Because this is how we get stronger and smarter, by critiquing each other. I remember when I first, yeah, listen to this now. When I first went into Amon Ra's squad, and I was having dialogues in there, broski, broski, I realized I was pseudo as hell. I was like, pseudo, pseudo, pseudo. See, this is how this is how one is self-aware and able to have be able to self-introspect and kind of come out with something. Like, if you are wrong, you're wrong. I realized I was wrong. Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. Say less. Mela Asayim Hotep. All right, cool. Drop me the books that you're reading. Man's dropping me all the linguistic books, historical critical analysis, all of it. Like, I was going through everything, going from like the Coptic language, realizing that it's not Coptic, is just like a catch-all. There's Sahidic, there's Baharic, there's so much more that you have to do, right? Then there is late Egyptian and New Kingdom and Middle Egyptian and Old Egyptian. Like, there was so much work that I had to put in order to formulate my own arguments or even try to refute another person's argument. And to me, Amon Ra's squad was like the breeding ground for me to become a better scholar. Scholar, gang, 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 gang. Like, where is Amon Ra's squad now, though? Because I'm missing that. 'Kay, in there, like, when Sar says it's the toughest environment, no way. Sar, sorry, I'm gonna have to come at you. You're a goddamn liar. You're a goddamn liar. Sar, let's do a clickbait. Let's do a clickbait for this right here. Ready? Sar, you're a goddamn liar. You're a goddamn liar. Sounded is not the toughest environment. Amon Ra's squad Facebook group, that was the toughest environment. I'll be real with you, yeah? Because if you go in there, you got all of the brothers. You got Brother Ngozi shutting you down from the genetic from the genetic sides, right? Then you got, Brother Unc West shutting you down when it comes to all of that, God stuff. The atheism in him is strong, so he's shutting it down. When it comes to the science side, he's shutting it down. Then you got like, bro, you got all of the brothers in there, yeah, that was just hard body. Everybody in there was academically minded or academically trained or scientific, like dealing with scientific rigor. And I'm like, bro, yeah, I miss the Amon Ra squad, to be honest with you. Yeah, miss it. Man says, I call him Reverend Jabari. Okay, cool. All right, let me go back up. Somebody says here, I have a question for you. Okay, Nyame Ubuntu. Talk to me, King. What's your question? Again, usually if you tag Titans TV, I could see it, but maybe it's because I'm on my phone. Okay. The day one realized they were upon the pseudo is humbling and a great day. Trust me, bro. Like, that's the only way you're able to grow. Okay. Femicus, man, like Asa, I'm caught up in the building. I need to talk with you, Asa. Okay, cool. Nyame, we're still waiting for you. I'm waiting for you right now, G. You said you got a question for me. I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Salute. Okay. Okay, epistemologist Lord Frater says, the Venerable One says, bro, Minister Enki just wrote 100 books and he has delved into the Kemetic deep water. Anyway, we need our own peer review team, Kalam. 100%, we do. We do. Like, we need that. We need that. We need that. Yeah, you're right. If you're about to publish a book, you gotta send it to the most like astute amongst us, man. Come on. What are you doing? Come on, brother Enki, man. Are you not sending me a copy of your book? Right? It's not difficult. Digital copy, then you could put your what's that thing called? Your stamp. What's that stamp? The copyright stamp, not the copyright stamp. the watermark on all the pages if you think that we're gonna leak it. Yeah, drop it to us. Let's first peer review your work too. Okay, you know how to reach me. I still I should have you. Yeah, I should have you on WhatsApp. Was the nature of Kemet pantheistic, based on nature? Personally, I think that they were panentheistic. Panentheistic. That's the term. Panentheistic. Let's give you the definition of panentheistic. Oh, look at that! It's lucky me. I have my laptop right here. Let me give you the definition. But then I can always be wrong also because. But yeah, I'm gonna go with panentheistic. Panentheism. Okay. And then I'll give it to you. Okay. So I'm just doing a quick Wikipedia search right now. And it says here, panentheism is all in God from the Greek, is the belief that the divine intersects every part of the universe and also extends beyond space and time. The term was coined by the German philosopher Karl Kraus. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Unlike pantheism, which holds that the divine and the universe are identical, panentheism maintains an ontological distinction between the divine and the non-divine and the significance of both. In panentheism, the universal spirit is present everywhere, which at the same time transcends all things created, whilst pantheism asserts that all is God. Panentheism claims that God is greater than the universe. Some versions of panentheism suggest that the universe is nothing more than the manifestation of God. In addition, some forms indicate that the universe is contained within God, like in Kabbalistic concept of Tismism. Much of Hindu thought is highly characterized by panentheism and pantheism. Cool. Then it's got ancient Greek philosophy that goes into it as well, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I personally think that the majority, no, let me be more precise. No, I do think that, okay, because obviously you've got different cult centers, right, within inside of Kemet. And I definitely think that the majority of them, if not all of them, were panentheistic in nature. So not pantheism, but panentheistic. Let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know, and that would be a good conversation to have. Were the ancient Egyptians panentheists, pantheists, henotheists, monotheists, polytheists, monolaterists, I believe? What type of theology did they abide by? That's a very good question to have. What were they? Theology. Okay, cool. Let me keep going through. Send a copy to Kalam at live.co.uk, Kalam at live.co.uk. Only send me one book. Only send me one book. Maybe Kemetic related, maybe? That could be good. And yeah, I will definitely go through it and review it. Hopefully, if it's an easy book to read, I'll even drop a review on it. And I'll promote it on my channel. Yeah. Okay. Monoists. Okay, let's see. What's the definition of monoist? Monoist. Okay, monoist is a philosophical context. In a philosophical context, is someone who believes that everything in the universe is ultimately a single unified entity, whether it's called God, the universe, the source, or something else. It's a philosophical perspective that asserts that reality is a single whole and that everything can be reduced to that single thing. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Monoism. Anybody else? Priority? Okay. Neoplatonism. Okay, cool. Cool. So, Talk to me, Comedics. What do you think in terms of your theology? What are you? Are you so far? I've come up with no. The brother asked a question about pantheists. So some may hold that they're pantheists. I'm saying that they're panentheists. My brother has brought in another one, which is monoism or monoist. Let me know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Nah, man. No, don't say that. Poly to heno. Heno. Okay. Hmm. 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 Mm-mm-mm. See, that's good. I would love, because let me think. I did my comedic creed, right? So let me just check something, because I know I've got my comedic creed. So, and I wrote this a few years ago. Let's see what do I have it under as. Do 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 do. Oh, you say you're a gangster, but you never pop nothing. Okay, let me do comedic. Uh, okay, comedic catechism. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, gnosis. Okay, theology. Okay, knowledge. Know thyself. Know the universe. Okay, God is one and the creator of all things. Okay, God is one and the creator of all things, which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings. Okay, God is one and the creator of all things, which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings. Does that Can that fall in the line of panentheism? Let's see. Let's just double check that. Panentheism. Boom, boom, boom. Is the belief that one God. Yep. There's a belief that the divine is a. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. You could. Yeah. You could technically say that is panentheism as well. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. And I remember that was me looking at the. Um. What is that? That's late. That's a late. That's late Egyptian thought. That's like first century, second century Egyptian thought. That gave me that. Okay, cool. Um, okay, done. Okay, so I think it has multiple aspects of these different theologies. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The Ecumenic Creed is a good one still. Yeah. It has totems, an ancestor cult for each, and it had different gods explaining the happenings of the universe. The universe is composed of Neteru. Cool. Yeah. I think more is correct. In 3,000 years, they have many different worldviews. So, let me see. Let me see. I think this is a very good question, though. I think it's a very good question. Because also, with the Kemetics here, their conceptualization of God was always evolving because it was based upon natural philosophy. So it's like the more you know, the more, yeah, the more you know. Imagine that. The more you know yourself, the more you know the cosmos, is the more you're going to know God, right? So it was always changing. And that's why, you had other priesthoods that was erected and became stronger because they realized that, oh, okay, we can go beyond what is seeable or what is apparent into the realm of Amun, what is invisible and transcendent. But yeah, okay. Anyways, a lot of African traditions don't fit in a cape word that pull on that famicus. It's a great question. Yeah, really good. So yeah, family tree, what's going on though? Like, what else? What else? What else? What else, man? What else? Talk to me. Talk to me. And let me know when you guys would like to do a show. Um, inshallah. Let me know. It could be Saturday or Sunday, depending on my schedule. Saturday or Sunday. Let me know which day would you like to do a show and get you guys on. Thursday or Friday, I'm good, bro. I'm saying Saturday or Sunday. Man, I'm saying Thursday or Friday, man. Today is Friday, man. It's too late for me. I want to go home. I want to go home and eat some food. I wonder what do I have to eat at home, though. Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay. Say less. All right, I'm gonna do some shows on Thursdays. Yeah, Titan Thursdays, man. No, or Friday. Yeah, one of the two. Thursdays or Fridays could be good still. And yeah, I see you two been getting in. Solomonic TV and Asai, you lot been getting in. I was actually, do you know what have I been working on actually? I was working on, let's see if I can do this. Do-do-do-do-do. Let me see, can I change it? So yeah, I was working on this, Let me see. I had to create, I think I'll create about 5 or 6 more slides for this. My good presentation right here. Yeah. I did this on the Origins of Islam channel. And I bust them open on this, the historical Muhammad. Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Let me just inflame certain people. My first question was this. Ooh, let me even get away from it. Hold on. Because you can't even see it like that. Yeah, that was it. My first question was this. Inflammatory right now. What does Muhammad and Santa Claus have in common? Jeez! That was a big boy question, What does Muhammad and Santa Claus have in common? Well, apart from being legendary figures that rode mystical beasts into heaven, right? They both do that. Yeah. Guess what? They're both historical figures that gave birth to legends. Santa Claus was a 4th century Christian bishop from the Byzantine Empire named Saint Nicholas, whereas Islamic Muhammad was a 6th century Christian bishop from the Abyssinian Empire named Muhammad. Cheese! Bangers and mash, yeah? Boom. So in there, yeah? Ha! The presentation goes hard. Presentation goes hard. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to reach out to Sarnetta to do this presentation on Sarnetta's channel because that right there, whoo, whoo. I say, yo, let me break it down simple for everybody to understand. Yeah, especially certain channels that they need to know about this. God damn, yeah, man, yeah. This I'm telling you, this presentation is a hard presentation. Still, can't lie. I can't lie. I literally go through all of the. Let me drop it. Let me drop it so you look can like snapshot the sources. Doom. Yeah, you look a snapshot. If you ever wanted to find out, yeah, about the historical Muhammad, i.e., the Abyssinian Muhammad, and where he's written about, these are all the links right there. You can find them in the Ibn Ishaq Sirah, and the Mubtada as well. You can find him in Ibn Sa'ad's Tabakat. You can find him in Muhammad ibn Habib Munamik and his Muhaber. You can find him in Procopius. You can find him in Photius Bibliotheca. You can find him on the Marib Dam inscription by Abraham. You can find him in the Pseudo Dionysius of Telmari's Chronicle. You can find him in the Life and Works of Saint Gregentius. All of these places, I said, let me just drop, everything on there where those people, especially like on Mel's channel, are more studious in the sense that they're not really, yeah. I don't think there's like Muslims on there. It's mainly like Christians that are actually interested in Christians and academics that's interested in the historical origins. I said, yeah, let me bust you open on this. Yeah? Because you might be talking all about the Byzantine and the Sassanids. And they said, what? You just open up a new field of research here that didn't even know existed. I was like, yeah, here we go, baby. Here we go. Let's get into Abyssinia now. Let's get into Abyssinia. So, yeah. Anyways, talking about that, I need to drop my website soon, actually, make it go live. Anyways, don't worry, we be cooking. Sunday, yeah? Sunday. Everybody's saying Sunday. Cool. We're gonna drop a show on Sunday. Uh, are you guys jumping on, or you just want me to do a show? That's the question. Are you guys gonna actually jump on and participate? Let me know. Let me know. And then also, I want to critique somebody within inside the Kemetic community, preferably like Jabari, because we did something on Shaka Ahmos already. And again, it's not no hating. I know people be like, "Oh, you're hating." No, bro, it's not no hating. So yeah, let me know if there's anything that you would like us to critique, and you might send in a video, and then we're just saying on that video we agree with everything that Jabari is saying, and let me just drop you some extra information as well. So yeah, drop me a video that you think you want us to fact check. Fact check. With the Shaka Ahmos one, I literally just went through the first 20 minutes of that video. And I think really and truly that's like 10 minutes because the first 8, 9, 10 minutes was just wasn't really anything on there. And I just literally jumped into the very first question that was asked. And I think I touched on a second phrase, a second something that Vocab Malone dropped as well. So yeah, if you want us to like go through, please drop me a video down below in the comment section. Yeah, that you want us to actually just review and fact check. Because that'd be interesting. It's like another peer review. Yeah, but which Christian argument though? Because like you see those videos, they're long, they're hours long. I just want you to just point me to like one point that he brings up to be like, I don't know. There was like an Easter one I saw. I can't remember what he says basically, but like drop me like one point. What point does Jabari say in his Christian argumentation? Drop me that, or tell me what it is. No, tell me what it is right now. What it is that Jabari argues for, so I can go back and watch that video, and I'll let you know from now if I think I agree or disagree. And then my mind might even change once I even research it as well. So you never know. Jeez, man, like Banksy's up in the building. Jeez, salute. Man, like Banks. Hey, yo, Banksy, why don't you have a moderator thing? Let me add you as a moderator from now. Moderator, boom. Yeah. Then we've got Orthodox more. Of course, got to add him as a moderator as well. Sam Khan is always there on the channel showing support. Yeah, cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys will get your moderator things popping up soon. Yeah. Jeez, man's Banksy's been there from like day dot. Yeah, I can't believe that you're not a moderator on the channel already. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Man, like I don't know, fam. I can't give you the moderator badge, boy, car. You're wild and reckless, fam. Yeah? You might be going at it with one of the man them and then just block them like that, fam. So I don't even know, fam. I can't even give you it. I love you though. You know I love you. I love you. I think I speak to you more than anybody else. So just know that that's dangerous, fam. Cause you get at it. You get into it with all of the man them. And then when you block somebody, jeez. Hey. All right. Cool. I think Should I waste another six? Not waste, but can I spend another 6 minutes here? Make it up to like 8:30? Should I start getting going? Yeah, technically I can start getting going, innit? Um, da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, let me think. What is a Jabari Christian thing that he does? What? Okay, so let me say why I think um the whole Kemet Christianity thing is problematic. Let me tell you that. When okay, let me tell you why. You have more time, yeah. People are trying to make a Kemetic parallel with Christianity. Christianity is first century, okay? You're trying to place, like, let's say 1500 BCE into the first century. That's one problem to me. That's like number one problem. Because you need to trace how that, whatever concept it is that took place in the 1500s, how did it travel inside of Kemet? Like, how was it passed down? In a sense, not like, oh, how was it verbally passed down? No. How did it, in 1500 years, things would change and develop or morph certain ways, right? So it won't be the same. Okay. So you're gonna have to like show that morphed version that you find in the first century comparable with what took place with Jesus in the first century. That's the only way you can do it. Don't just now show me like, oh, the pyramid text, 4,000 years BC. Like, don't show me that and try to deny it. That don't make no sense. Okay? That's one thing. Then the other thing is we're talking about two different locations. So then you now have to prove how Jesus, for example, living in Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Galilee, wherever the case is, yeah, got his information from where? Where in Kemet? Where in Egypt did he get that information from? Like, you're gonna have to show me that. Like, you may not be able to show me, but at least say, oh, it was here. This thought pattern happened here, and you can see that there is trade routes going up to here, and we know that the Jews were traveling. You're gonna have to show something to substantiate it. Otherwise, you're just doing like, oh, this looks like that, so it must be that, like some lookalike scholarship. Like, nah, let's not do lookalike scholarship. Let's see if we can actually genetically prove it. Like, simple things. Yeah, like, oh, Kemet. Yeah, Kemet has a son of God. Yeah, but so what? Doesn't the Hebrew Bible have the son of God concept as well? Like, why are we jumping from Kemet to there, not realizing that the culture that Jesus was part of is there? Then you're even forgetting the fact that we're living in, at that time, is Greco-Roman period. So even the Caesars themselves were called, sons of gods or all these other titles. So why isn't it not getting it from the Roman, which is the predominant culture system? Why is it not getting it from there, which seems to be more apt if it's borrowing from an external culture? Like, the Greco-Roman culture was the most predominant culture at the time. Why is it not getting from there, but rather it's taking it from ancient Egypt 1500 years ago? Like, show me how. Show me. That is all. Show me. Otherwise, it's just lookalike scholarship, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's see. Jabari debate with Vince Bantu, is Christianity copied from Kemet? I, I, I'll go to it. I'll look at the first 15 minutes of it and see his argument, and then I'll see if I can break it down. It's a fact that Christianity is an amalgamation of various regional culture groups. Okay. See, so now, yeah, this is why I'm also meaning as well. Truth to power millions, yeah. Salute to you. So, yeah, it's like, which form of Christianity are we talking about? This is another thing. Are we talking about the historical Jesus and what we can tell what he historically said? Are we talking about the first century creation of these books, church fathers, and these groups, because each one of those books have a different is teaching different things. Okay, so like the book of Mark is teaching something completely different than the book of John, because it's two different authors writing to two different communities. So now you have to pick out, like, it's very tedious, yeah. When people say, like, copied, yeah, do you know how tedious it is to try to prove that? Then when you say copied, are you talking about they sat down, read this, yeah? What form of transmission? That's it. Form of transmission. Is it oral transmission, or is it oral transmission, or is it what's called, in terms of literature, like literature transmission? What form of transmission was it that they copied? How did they copy it? Did they go to the walls of Kemet, the tombs, the temples? Did they go to pick up the papyruses that have this in there? Or did they go to one of the theaters and saw one of the plays being performed? Like, how was it transmitted? How was it received? How was it interpreted? Right? Like, there's so much. I don't think you guys understand yet the depth that you have to go into to prove plagiarization or copying, yeah, is a lot. Is a lot. Like, even me, when I'm doing my stuff with the origins of Islam, the stuff that I have to go through, yeah, to like, this, I'm not putting this forward as a fact. This is something I'm toying with the so much information on it, but it's only toying with the idea because I can't prove it. So when people say they can prove, yeah, Kemet copied from, I mean, Christianity copied from Kemet, I'm like, nah, bro, nah. If you're gonna show me like art, so imagery, so for example, the whole Mary and Jesus art, and you can see with Horus and da da da. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll give it to you. I grant it. Yep, you got that. No problem. But then when you want to say the whole resurrection, it's like, fam, you do realize that our resurrection in Kemet is completely different to the Jesus resurrection. Like, that's two different things. Two different things. Cyrus didn't come back on this earth and showed himself to his followers and went up into the heavens. We do not have that. We do not. If you're going to try to say this is the likeness, no, it's not. No, it's not. We do not have the same concept at all. Okay? You have loads of dying and resurrecting, or dying and coming back to life gods and so forth. Like, Jesus doesn't even fit into none of those paradigms, even the fact of, what's it called, what's it called, virgin birth and all these things here. Like, none of it. We don't have the same concepts. It may look similar, it may look alike. You can find in Greek mythology where all the gods are coming down and having sex with, um you know all of the women's and stuff. Like, but it's not the same. It's not. Our stuff is not even the same as the Greek stuff, let alone the same as the Christian stuff. So, anyways, I'm just saying. Sometimes I just think that man them are just doing look-alike scholarship. It's not really grounded in actual historical or academic rigor. It's not. Cool. Let's go through again. Do-do-do-do-do. The Jew then Christians from the Jews. That would be a better argument. There you go. Samcon said the argument should be the Jews and Christians from the Jews. That should be the better argument, because that way you can show geneticism, like a genetic trail of going through things. But even then, it's going to be difficult, because obviously, the Jews or the Hebrews went into, I can't remember where it went. They were in Persia anyway. They went them sides, and then things changed up. So then you're gonna have to try to prove that they actually with what's it called, retained all that Kemetic information as well. You know, then you have to prove, for example, you have to prove that they were actually in Kemet as slaves or as Moses' people, and that's when they got like, you have to prove all of that. You can't prove that, by the way. I'm just showing you, you can't. The whole Moses story and them being in Kemet by that Moses story, you can't even prove. Bro, it's a losing battle. It's a hard, it's a climb uphill. It's a climb uphill. Wasn't the early Christians hiding? Wasn't the early Christians hiding in Egypt? All Christian groups utilize various sources for inspiration for each sect, including Gnostics. Father Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Grand Architect Stoic says, "Hi, what's good?" Each sect draws from sources that benefit their particular sect. Yeah. So yeah, you see, beautiful, because this is another thing, right? When you study Christianity, you realize that there were many Christianities. Yeah, many Christianities. So when you make the claim that they copied, which Christianity sect are you talking about copied? Because you've got in your hand a King James version of the Bible or a revised international version of the Bible, and maybe completely divorced from the history, and you're thinking, yeah, this is it. Whatever, I don't know, whatever you think you're thinking is copied, like, nah, you need to go back and do the proper research on this. The proper research. I've got a sick book, I've got a no, I can't remember what it's called, but I've got a whole book that shows you the synchronisms that was going on in Kemet, like their own work. I think it's like a magical papyri or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. And you can see that they were utilizing Kemetic deities and Jewish patriarchs, as well as Christian, like Jesus and so forth. And they were synchronizing the people of Egypt who were Christians, or yeah, Christians or semi-Christians. They were synchronizing Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Christian, Jewish stuff together in their thought pattern, like, and their invocations and stuff like that. And you can see that they're quite separate and distinct from one another. Like each one of those deities that was being called, or names that were being called, were distinct, have their own mythology, but they were synchronized in the sense that they were using it as part of their own way of invocating and causing certain magical things to take place in their minds. But anyways, let me not even go too far into that. Hezekiah was using Egypt art on his royal seal. There you go. There you go, Sam Khan. There you go. Cosmic Sankofa said they all copied to a degree. Well, as I said, copying is a very difficult thing to prove, very, very difficult. 34th century as the 5th century New Testament Christianity looks different. Yep. Yep. There's so much that, there you go. Like, you said it right there. Because there's so much changes that took place. So many different strands of Christianities. Titans TV, invite Vocab Malone to the show. I know he would come. Yeah, he's been on the show already, man. I would want to get at him, because man says something about. But again, I guess that's Christianity views, isn't it? That those who are Kemetics or non-Christians, they're all going to hell. And I was like, brother, ew. But at the same time, who am I to say to that thought? But the question is, does Jesus teach that? I don't know. I never heard Jesus teaching that, but can you gain that from Christianity teachings? Maybe, but I don't know. Can you? I don't think so. I don't know. But it's just a crazy thing to think that your Christian brothers and sisters, friends, family members, whatever the case is, right? If you tell them that you're not Christian, they immediately think, like in their mind, it could be immediate or it could be a subconscious thought that they just see you perishing in the hellfire. It's like, ugh, that's kind of wild, That to me was a wild thing to say out loud. But I can see how it makes sense from a Christian paradigm. Yeah. Okay. And do you not think Christianity copies borrows from Kemet? I don't think Christianity copies from Kemet. Nope. Do I think Kemet influenced ancient Egypt? Kemet influenced the trajectory of Christianity? I do think so. Just like Roman, Greco-Roman culture, or would have definitely influenced the trajectory of Christianity. But I don't see the direct borrowing, the direct copying to the extent that Kemetics would like you to believe. No, no. The majority of stuff that Kemetics would like you to believe, the whole Horus and the 12 disciples and all this stuff, no. All this stuff is make-believe stuff. It's not there. And I think it's very dangerous in the sense that when Kemetics use that as a form of polemic to persuade Christians to leave their religion, to adopt, I don't know, Kemet or whatever religion that you're trying to get them to, by utilizing ancient Egypt. When that person finally does the research and figures out that what you're saying is not 100% accurate, untrue, misinformation, lies, or falsehood, it's like it's gonna reflect negatively on Kemet. So that's why I don't like it. I rather just use like the truth. Like I don't need to lie. I don't need to fabricate. I don't need to invent things. Like let me just use the truth. Let me show you what the scriptures say. Let me show you what the archaeology says. Let me show you. You see what I'm saying? That's my methodology. Just stick to the goddamn facts. Because at least that way, no one can't be, feeling away like they were misinformed. Because everything that you present to them is verifiable. So I'd rather use things that's verifiable. That's all. That's my methodology. Let me close this down so I can get going. Because I remember like watching, the Zeitgeist films and all them things there. I was on it. Bro, hey, listen. All of that stuff, man. All of that. 10 Commandments came from the 42 laws of my. I was on it. All that stuff. Until I myself went off to do the research. Because I can't be teaching falsehood. It's like I know my audience are going to ask me to prove what I'm saying and show my information. Then when I pick up the books to prove the information, and I'm like, I can't even prove it. That's not even right. What I thought was true was not true. So I have to put my hands up and say that's not true. Like, for example, even like with the Islamic stuff I was doing, I used to think, yeah, the Muslims, they went over into Africa. Yeah. In fact, yeah, they went over into Africa. Boom. Then I did my research and I realized, oh no, they didn't. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't even step foot into Africa. Oh gosh, doesn't it? Oh gosh, I read a whole book called The East African Origins of Islam. And look, I have to now revise that and take away East Africa out of the equation because they never set foot into East Africa. And I had to revise it to the Abyssinian origins of Islam because I realized that they went into Abyssinia, which is not the same thing as mainland Africa. And I'm like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I would love it to be African like that, like mainland Africa like that, but it's not. So I have to revise it because I stand on the truth. So with the Kemetic stuff, yeah, man, you have to stand on the truth. If it's not that, you can't propagate it, man. All right. Let me get going. So bottom line, where are you calling out Shaka? I would like to see that it's coming. Where are you calling out Shaka? I would like to see that it's coming. Calling out Shaka, I said something that I did a video on that already to do his video on with Vocab Malone on Sunet's channel. I just highlight something to do with sin, where I think he was wrong in stating that the Kemetics believed in the concept of sin, which we don't. But maybe Kemetics, like practitioners, they do believe in it. I'm just telling you what the Kemetic literature says. So, of course, Kemetic literature, i.e., what the actual Kemetic people did, versus modern day Kemetics, that's two different things. So, maybe modern day Kemetics believe in sin, but the ancient Kemetics never. The Order of Melchizedek. Yep. TITANS TV. Have you read the book Anacalypsis? I believe so. I believe so. I have. Yep. What do you think about Orlando from Speakers Corner? I don't know. I don't even know who Orlando is. Jeez. What to tell me, yeah? To change my mind. Help to change my mind. Help to change my mind. What? Oh, yeah, Christians. Let's do Christians versus Christianity. That's two different things, mind you. Okay, what do you think Christians stole from Kemet? Let me know. You guys let me know. Give me your strongest proof, strongest something that Christians stole from Kemet. Okay. Is he the one that wears the suit? Is that Orlando, the one that wears the suit, yeah? Okay, because I haven't really been watching speakers content like that, yeah. But what I've seen of that guy, like he's hard, man. I like him. I really like him. Take me home. Hey, Mercedes. Why are you not working? Hey, Mercedes. God damn. Okay, I've got to get off the phone then. The main man Marsley. I didn't see a message to see. Can't remember. Okay, you know more about Islam than God's logic, etc. You should be making bucks, brother. Um, yeah, I hear that, but the difference between me and those two brothers, they're doing apologetics. Um, I was having this conversation today. I was having this conversation today where these things are not based upon, like, my foundation is based upon facts, truth, knowledge, what I can prove. Whereas most of those things are not actually based upon that. It's based upon beliefs and like how convincing is your argumentation. So it's like they're really good, but I'm sure if I brought up any of David Wood's arguments or God Logic's arguments against Islam, I'm